These days, every car maker is introducing its own 2024 Challenger with the hopes to boost the sales even more with this new model year. The same story goes for Honda and its Ridgeline model, which is one of the most popular truck choices for those who want to drive a truck but have the driving dynamics of an SUV. There are many other pros that this truck has, as well as some cons, unfortunately. So stay with us if you want to learn more about the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, the pros that'll surprise you, and the cons that you can't ignore. First, let's go through the positives that this truck offers. Once we learn about the positive aspects of this model, we're also going to cover the negatives, so let's get started. Excellent driving dynamics. Driving characteristics play a huge role when it comes to buying a new pickup truck. Every vehicle should be a joy to drive and deliver an experience for the owner. Luckily, the Honda Ridgeline is one of these vehicles. This model is built on a unibody chassis just like your standard midsize SUV. The truck is in general based on the Honda Pilot, so the whole platform is shared between these two models. So we could say that if you buy a Honda Ridgeline, you could expect the same driving performance as the one you find in the Honda Pilot. This means that you'll not experience immense levels of body roll like in other mid-size trucks that use ladder frames. On top of that, the suspension of the Honda Ridgeline is a lot better compared to the one found in larger trucks. Overall, if you want to experience a truck with the driving feel of an SUV, the Honda Ridgeline is the model that you need. Powerful V6 engine. Another pro of the Honda Ridgeline is that it comes with a powerful V6 engine across the whole spectrum. This means that this model does not include other powertrains like other competitors. There's only a single engine, and this engine is a really good performer. This is the 3.5-liter V6 engine. For the 2024 model, this engine is expected to be refreshed with a dual overhead camshaft head design and a ton of other technologies that'll make this engine extremely efficient and also make this engine able to get a turbo upgrade in the near future. This is a logical step by Honda, considering the fact that a lot of new models are all coming as turbocharged. This engine will produce 5 horsepower more compared to the 2023 engine, and in total, there should be 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. This is excellent performance for an engine of this size, so if you want to get a truck with a powerful engine, this is the model that you need. Good gas mileage. Another highlight of the Honda Ridgeline is the fuel economy. Honda always did a really good job when it comes to fuel efficiency and squeezing every bit of performance from the engine. So the 2023 Honda Ridgeline has a really good fuel economy for a mid-size truck, which is 18 mpg in the city and 24 mpg on the highway. But for the 2024 model year with a refreshed engine, things are expected to become even better, and the Honda Ridgeline to get even better fuel economy. According to some industry experts, the numbers of the 2024 model will be about 21 mpg in the city and up to 28 mpg on the highway. All this will be possible because of the refreshed cylinder heads. They'll deliver more power and also make the Honda Ridgeline a lot more efficient in the process. Innovative storage features. Another reason why people love the Honda Ridgeline is because of its innovative storage options. Storage in pickup trucks can be limited, especially when it comes to safely storing items without worrying that someone will steal from you. So Honda has you covered, and the Ridgeline offers really cool options. There's a storage compartment right below the rear seats, which is more than enough for storing some toolboxes or groceries. But the magic happens in the truck bed. In the rear, you have in-bed storage space. You just lower the tailgate and lift the hatch. Once you lift the hatch, you'll get about 7.2 cubic feet of space, which is more than enough to fit a stroller, groceries, tools, or camping chairs. Not to mention you also have a drainage, so you can even fill it with ice to cool off your drinks while on a picnic. Great design. Another reason why you should get the Honda Ridgeline is its unique design. The Honda Ridgeline is not your typical American pickup truck. This truck is very unique and different compared to the ones you can get from Ford, Chevy, Ram, or Toyota. The Honda Ridgeline has a sleeker JDM look, and we honestly think that this model is unlike anything you see on the road. So if you want to drive something different and unique, we strongly recommend this vehicle to you as your future purchase. Now, let's go through the cons. Everything has cons. The same story goes for the Honda Ridgeline. So you need to learn more about the downsides before you decide to purchase one of these trucks for you. So let's cover them in detail. Lack of configurability. One of the biggest cons of the Honda Ridgeline is the lack of configurability. By configurability, we mean the lack of cab and bed options. The Honda Ridgeline comes only with a crew cab that is paired with a 5.3-foot bed, which makes it a bit unattractive for people who need a larger bed for work purposes. In contrast, the 2024 Toyota Tacoma, the main competitor of the Honda Ridgeline, offers more options. With this model, you have an extended 2-door cab and a crew cab, which is the 4-door version. You also have 2 bed options, a 5-foot and 6-foot bed. The same story goes for the Ford Ranger. This model is also very configurable and offers a ton of options for those who need more out of their truck. No turbocharged powertrain. Another big con of the new Honda Ridgeline is the lack of a turbocharge option. This model still comes naturally aspirated. This means that although the powertrain in the Honda Ridgeline is powerful, it's still lacking behind the turbocharged competitors. This model does not have the same low-end torque, which is pretty essential for acceleration and towing. So the Honda Ridgeline really lags behind the Chevy Colorado, Ford Ranger, and Toyota Tacoma in this area. No hybrid model. Another con of the Honda Ridgeline is the lack of a hybrid option. We live in 2024 and nowadays hybrids are more and more frequent on the road. Unfortunately, the Honda Ridgeline does not have a hybrid model. This isn't good because this model can have excellent fuel economy with the system and practically be one of the best in its class. With a mild hybrid setup, the power numbers will increase as well as the miles per gallon. So with a mild hybrid setup, you can expect this model to average about 30 mpg combined, which for a midsize truck is an excellent number. That's why we strongly hope that Honda will introduce a hybrid model for the next model year. Lacking towing and payload performance. An area where this truck lags behind the competition is when it comes to its truck performance. This truck simply falls behind the competition because it uses a unibody chassis. For this type of chassis, the maximum tow rating is about 5,000 pounds, making the Honda Ridgeline the least capable truck in the whole midsize segment. Just for reference, the Toyota Tacoma can tow up to 6,500 pounds, the Chevy Colorado and Jeep Gladiator can tow up to 7,700 pounds, and the Ford Ranger can tow up to 7,500 pounds. As you can see, there's a massive 2,500 pound difference in terms of towing performance, something that can be a real problem, especially for those who need some extra towing performance. The payload aspect is no different. This truck can take a max payload of 1,583 pounds. Just for comparison, the new Toyota Tacoma can take a payload of 1,709 pounds. Outdated infotainment system. One of the biggest drawbacks of the Honda Ridgeline is the lackluster infotainment system that Honda is using for the 2023 model. The system is pretty outdated, and we strongly hope that with the new model that'll be released soon, this problem will get fixed. This new model is expected to feature the same dash as the new Honda Pilot, which will allow the adoption of new technology. This is a real must, considering that good infotainment is one of the main factors of how well a pickup truck or any type of vehicle will sell these days. It is very expensive. And the last con to our list is the high cost of the Honda Ridgeline. The Ridgeline is very expensive and costs a whole fortune compared to competitor trucks. The base MSRP of the Honda Ridgeline is $38,800, which is a ton of money compared to the competition. The Chevy Colorado, for example, starts at $29,200, which is almost $10,000 less compared to the Honda Ridgeline. The same goes for the Ford Ranger and the Toyota Tacoma. The positive thing about the Honda Ridgeline is that it comes well equipped even for the base version. It has a ton of safety features and other commodities that are only available as options with the other trucks that we mentioned. But overall, the starting price is still pretty steep. Thanks for watching and see you next time.